Crime o'clock. First off, I need to say that I was sick a couple weeks ago, and I lost my voice. So if my voice sounds odd, that's why. I like hidden picture games, and I really enjoy detective games. So this looked like it could be fun. The idea behind it is, what if all the background extras in a Where's Waldo book had their own little adventures and gave you murders to solve? They show you 10 different scenes in the same world, taken at different times, and you need to reconstruct the crime and solve it. If this sounds familiar, it's basically a video game version of Micro Macro Crime City. That board game and this have the same basic gameplay from what I could see. You play as a new detective who's part of a special police force, which can see backwards and forwards in time and space. However, the time traveling is very limited, as you can only see a snapshot of the world in that moment, and it doesn't change for the time period that you're in. So you're going to need to solve murders in the same world that you've explored before, which means you're going to see the same characters that you've investigated before, doing the things that you've already found them doing. I know that sounds confusing. To put it simply, they don't just draw a new snapshot each time. They only have 10 snapshots of the world for each of the periods that you investigate. There are 5 different periods for you to solve murders in. As you finish the cases, you'll get upgrades to help you look around the map, which was very helpful because their internal help system kinda sucks. Once you get the ability to narrow down areas to look in, it gets way more enjoyable. To start off the case, they'd often say, go to this place. Like, go to the castle. And we have to figure out where the castle is. Why not just point us in the direction in the beginning where to start? The computer who is guiding us know where it is, but they're constantly making us find the most obvious things. Each case will take you about 25 to 30 minutes to beat, and there are about 40 cases to solve, so this is not going to be a quick game to beat. It's good for someone who just wants pick up and play action. However, strangely, there is no option to save in the game. It only saves after you finish a case. It would have been nice if we had the option to save midway through a case. I like the change in eras when they wanted to change up the world that you're exploring. Sometimes the changes in the eras make it harder. Like when you need to get to a time period where they have teleporters. And when you're tracking a person who has the ability to warp around the map, it gets a little annoying. Finding people was hard enough, but when they wanted you to find some random object, it seemed a bit unfair. Sometimes the object was very small and easy to miss. They would often have you go all the way back to the beginning of a time period in order to find the suspect and track their day. However, why not just track them backwards from where we knew they were? It just didn't make any sense. Occasionally they will have you play a minigame, and they won't give you any instruction on what you need to do, and you're just expected to figure it out. And to be fair, it wasn't that hard. It was just strange that they wouldn't guide you a little. Now the AI would tell you exactly what to do next, with text on the screen. It would also write on the map that you're using, and I like that little touch. It added color to this black and white world, even if it was just pointing to clues or reminding you of a crime. And on a personal note, I kind of wish the AI was voiced. I think it would have added more personality into the character. Crime O'Clock was a good hidden picture game and an okay detective game. The crimes were usually pretty simple, but since this is a hidden picture game at heart, it's understandable. I like the presentation with all the color notes on the world that you were investigating. Now, normally this is $19.99, and that's not an unfair price for this, but I would still wait for it to go on sale. The fairly short cases were very easy to pick up and play. However, the repetitive nature and some of the unfair needing to find small objects got very annoying, so I would just wait for it to go on sale.